and welcome to Click with JFCS. My name is Lisa Ney, and I'm the Director of Programs and Services for persons living with disabilities. There are many steps that families and caregivers can take during this difficult time to provide reassurance to your children living with emotional, behavioral, and cognitive differences, no matter what their age. Of course, for any of the following tips I'm about to give, please take into consideration your child's developmental and emotional maturity and abilities. First, recognize and acknowledge that your children are going through losses right now. No matter what age your child is, this is a time of loss. Loss of their regular routines, which can be very stressful. Loss of seeing their friends. Loss of family plans for spring break. Give them room to share their feelings and listen without judgment and validate their feelings of loss. Next, stick to a routine. Keep as many regular routines as possible so that your child feels safe and that things are stable. Help your child see that things will continue. Like, for example, they'll continue to see their favorite TV programs. They'll continue to eat their favorite food for dinner, and this consistency will reassure them. Also, try to recreate as many tools at home that your child's teacher or service provider has already been using so they don't lose any of the skills they've already gained. You will probably have to adapt your schedule somewhat or their routine, incorporating new things during this time at home. But keep the schedule in place and, as much as possible, put it in a location that gets a lot of traffic in the house so everyone can see it, and use visual aids if you need. Also, try to be patient and realistic to adopting a new schedule. This can be challenging, especially when things are changing on a day-to-day basis. So, things may not be perfect. That's okay. Start small, with many loose structures if that feels less overwhelming, and then adding other things. Make sure to take regular breaks and downtime. Remember to include sensory activities as well. This can really help calm the nervous system and bring a sense of calm. Expect regressions. This is normal. This is to be expected. But remember, praise your child when goals are accomplished or they follow through with your requests or expectations. Be creative. Alleviating the stress of having the whole family at home will be different for every family and can be challenging, but try to be creative. Find new activities, new ways of engaging families and friends. Try different video online games that are now coming out. Try fun baking projects, art projects, read a book together, have fun family time together. And get back to basics. We all forget that when we were children, we had a lot of different things at home that we would play with. Try those things now. For example, making a fort out of cushions, blankets, anything that you may have at home, old boxes, or make Play-Doh. There's many simple recipes for making Play-Doh to play with at home. Do physical activities as a family. Get out, take the dog for a walk, go for a bike ride. This is very important, especially being out in the sunshine right now. Sunshine can increase serotonin, which will reduce anxiety. And that's very important. You can do outdoor activities like drawing with chalk on sidewalks, or having a picnic on your front lawn, or treasure hunts. Right now, there are also so many online programs you can do. Visit a virtual tour of a zoo or a garden or a museum. Check out feeding time at the Philadelphia Zoo. Next, give your child responsibility. It's important to stress that every family needs to contribute, and stress that to your children. Include them in the household chores. It's an important life skill to see how a household functions and runs and how everyone needs to contribute. Maybe try to find one chore that your child is especially responsible for. Like maybe they are responsible for reminding everyone to wash their hands and counting to 20 while they're washing their hands. Including them in the effort to protect the family helps them feel valued, and this empowerment really can lessen anxiety. And remember to often give them praise and reinforcement for successes. Encourage them to have good hygiene and maintain healthy habits. Healthy habits are not only important for all of us, but especially for people struggling with anxiety, depression, or all kinds of developmental challenges. Use this time to teach and reinforce good hygiene habits. Work on the importance of washing hands, coughing into your elbow bumps, things like that. It's important to keep a consistent sleep schedule. Remember to have a regular time to get up and go to bed. It may feel like vacation time because everyone's home, but it's really important to keep that routine. Also, stress the importance of social distancing, as is being discussed constantly. And you may need to explain to your child many times why they can't get close to someone when you're taking a walk out on the street. Check in and be honest with what is happening. Your children are hearing things from their friends, they're seeing things on the internet. There's a lot of misinformation out there. So ask your child, check in regularly, ask open-ended questions. What information are you hearing? What are you thinking about? And you may need to check in with them on a regular basis. One time will probably not be enough because things are changing and they're hearing new things all the time. So when talking to your child, talk in simple terms, adapt your language to the understanding of your child. Express confidence in their ability to rebound as well. Use examples when something happened that was difficult for your family and how everyone came out of it okay. This can be very reassuring for them. Next, self-care. Very important during this time, and mindfulness. Try to use mindfulness strategies to take care of yourself. Your child will react to stress based on how you're reacting to stress. So try to take hold of your own fears and anxieties, which could be difficult. So take yourself aside, take some time to yourself and gather yourself before talking to your child, because they'll react to how you're dealing with things. You know your child best also. So look for triggers and stressors that might impact your child. Try to preempt them. Also, encourage your child to think about ways that they can feel safe and less worried. Your child may want more contact with you right now, so be aware of that. They may have more anxiety around separation, and try to provide support for that. Most importantly, take care of yourselves. Try mindfulness techniques, even if it's breathing together for 2 minutes. That can be very beneficial. And model self-care for your child. This is an important life skill to help any age child. Remember to unplug often. We all tend to listen to the news too much and get really stressed out. So getting off of our phones and TVs are very important. And gratitude is a very, very important thing to remind ourselves every day of what we have. You can even practice a grateful minute at dinner where everyone is saying what they're thankful for. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. Please feel free to contact me or share any comments or suggestions that you may have. And thank you for listening.